Guys, welcome back to the channel. Nice quick little video just for a Sunday, little extra video. When me and Chris bought this, quite a lot of you reached out about watching the Copart live bidding and seeing the process of the car. As you can see, I still haven't cleaned the truck because it is only the next day from when we bought this car. It's all booked in down at Copart, so we've given it a quick wash, wiped it over, got all the paperwork in it and the keys. We're going to load it straight onto the back of the truck, get it down there, get an item number. We'll do a little bit once it goes in there, flick through, have a look at their pictures, etc., and then hopefully watch a nice live bit of bidding and we turn a little profit on this one. We don't expect to make loads of money, but the car owes us altogether £350, so we'll see how we get on. So quite a lot of you did ask for a little video on the Golf going through the auction. So what we decided to do, we had a bit of a chat and we have done obviously it's through the auction. We'll go through that one first and I'll explain a bit. So they've got all the pictures there and they have done it quite nice. I'm hoping that you can see these. What I'll do is just blow them up briefly. We did give it a little wash before we dropped it off down there. I'm not sure why they got the seats that far forward in those pictures. It doesn't look brilliant like that, but what did that owe us altogether, that car, Chris? It was, did we pay 300 for it?
50 quid.
And 40 for diesel and the toll. So we decided that, you know, we're not going to put an engine in it, but you can clearly see there, they have started the engine. Now, quite a lot of you was optimistic about how did that bot guy move this car. There was quite a lot of comments actually in that video, but genuinely we expected it to have something seriously wrong. And the reason it was parked at the train station, believe it or not, is because they actually live in that house next door to it where the car's parked. So that was why it was parked there, and the lady genuinely did drive it home. So you can see they've got it running there and it says stop, oil pressure, engine off, owner's manual. So I wouldn't have started it up, and I did advise the guy not to start it up as well. There is a bit of rust there on the quarter and they've shown that clearly. So we knew from doing our car vertical when we went down and picked it up, it was a category N already. They've put it down as mechanical damage, and they've also put some added info on there, runs and drives, which I'm not sure. We didn't really approve of that runs and drives, did we? But because it's not a runner and driver. So all the other information there, V5 on file, additional lot information, V5 document available, service history indicates 11 stamps, last service 30th of the 7th 18 at 83,800 and whatever miles. Number of keys with vehicle 1, they've written that twice. Alley wheels size 15, they've written that twice. Undiagnosed noise from engine bay. Undiagnosed noise from engine bay, that's twice as well. Dashboard warning light illuminated. Oil light and text display on odometer. Oil warning. Somewhere on here as well it says, it does say undiagnosed noise from engine bay there. So that pretty much does tell you it's knocking. HPI states number of former keepers 2. MOT recorded mileage and national mileage register all okay. And as you can see already by the price, hopefully that is coming up in the screen recording, we're currently bid at 475. So is it 90 or 95 pounds, the seller's fees? 90, isn't it? Oh, 99. So we're £25 up so far. It's doing okay, and the auction, as you can see there, goes live at 12, which is in 1 hour 22 minutes. So what I'll do is more like it, rather than talking to the screen recording there. What we do, guys, is we're actually going to leave that, let that run and actually video the whole thing. We don't expect it's going to make loads of money, but it does just show you, you know, we did buy one that needed quite a bit of work, and you put it through Copart, and it's always got a value to somebody else, because ultimately, if you can find an engine, that would be a very nice car. Why we was on the thinking, as you know, the little Mini had been sat outside for quite a while, and we checked that and we was never really happy with it. I've done 200 miles in that Mini Cooper S, and we planned on selling it. I said to Chris, it's not very nice. It's not like, it doesn't drive lovely. It'll run lovely, but it didn't drive nice. And the worst of it all was, it was actually a Cat D, that car, and we didn't know it had been previously repaired. So what we decided to do was actually put that one through Copart as well. And there's a good chance we're probably going to end up taking a loss on that car. We'll flip over to screen recording now, and I'll show you it's down there. And then of course, we'll watch that one live as well, because it's the next car after the Golf. I'm just going to go back into the Mini now, guys. I have noticed that you can't actually see the price down there. So I'm going to try and, there you go. I've brought that halfway up the screen. And hopefully you can see now the current bid on the Golf is 475. I've just said to Chris, we'll put this video out on a Sunday, so it is a bit of a bonus video. We know there's going to be no real action in it, but I know so many of you do always ask me about this. So the little Mini Cooper, again, we're going to blow up the pictures because you can't see it. Such a good looking little car. We'll get into what they've written in a moment. But it does look very, very well in the pictures. And they've got the seats in the right place, which is handy. It's exactly how we sent it down there. Maybe a little regret sending it with that blue pipe on there. We should have probably replaced that with a black one, because it does kind of say I've been raced. But there you go. It is what it is, and we didn't want to spend any more money. Right, 88,000 miles. But this was the annoying bit about the Mini, and that this is kind of, I told Chris, I did a check on it, and it come up there had a mileage discrepancy. I've looked into that, and that's basically, this can happen to anybody. So if you've got a car and it's done 50,000 miles, but it's done 50,900 and you can't remember exactly how much. So you go on like a car selling website and you put in there that it's done 51,000 because you're not 100% sure. The next person that checks it puts in there that it's done 50,500 because they're not sure. And believe it or not, that brings up a mileage discrepancy, which really ruins, it does kind of, it knocks the car a little bit, I think. There's a little bit of damage there on the door, we explained when we had it. And again, the little tiny bits on the door there as well. If we just go back, it actually says on there, estimated retail 3.2, 88,000 miles, minor dents and scratches, which is exactly described how it should be. Category D salvage and additional lot information. 6-speed manual V5 on file. V5 document available. Number of keys with vehicle 1. Alley wheels 17. HPI states MOT expiry date 22nd of the 2nd 22. Number of former keepers 6. MOT recorded mileage history on Gov consistent. National mileage check discrepancy indicated. Seller advises just had full service. Seller advises cam belt. Now I did ring them up and told them it was a timing chain, and they said don't worry, people will know what you mean. But I'm not sure they will, but we're going to roll with it anyway. Current bid £400. But we got quite lucky today because I'm not sure if you can see the time in the screen recording there, but it's about 5 to 11. This car comes up in an hour, and as you can see, it's lot number 8. And I believe the Golf is actually lot number 9 or maybe 7. Number 9. So that's going to be quite straightforward for us today. I will put in this video, you may have seen it already, you may not have seen it already, but you can see down there on the bottom of the screen, it says 1. We have won another item that they wouldn't let us have. I probably should elaborate a little bit there about what I meant by 1-1. That meant that we've won two cars. So on Friday's auction, I popped out. Where was I, Chris? I was...
Sandblasters, maybe?
Yeah, maybe the Sandblasters or...
Breakfast.
or breakfast, yeah. No, I was somewhere like the Sandblasters or Kent Auto Salvage, out doing what I normally do. And Chris rang me and said, we've just won 2 cars down at Copart. One was a BMW and he won it for £500. And they actually come back and wanted £2,400. So we kept original bid. And the next one he won, I'm not going to say that because that video may be coming after this one. We don't want to ruin it. But basically, Chris won it for a price, and they come back to us and wanted exactly double what he won it for. And of course, I just kept original bid and got up this morning and ka-ching, they've let us have it. So that's another project coming along. I'm going to cut there, but soon as the cars start going through, we'll record that live and hopefully you all enjoy it. Here we go, guys. The Mini's coming up now. It just happened that went in first. Not doing very well though. Very slow. That's not too bad. It's getting there. You can see there, guys, it says on reserve. We actually did put a reserve on this, Chris, didn't we? Did we? Yeah, we must have done. I can't even remember putting it on. Still says on reserve. I don't remember putting one on it. On approval, there must have been a reserve on that. Here's the Golf. Well, we won't be eating very well this week, mate, but there you go. The Golf has gone. We got all of our money back and a very, very small profit. So not brilliant numbers there, guys, on the car. And I'll be honest, I was just having a chat with Chris and our accounts manager down at Copart about those two sales. And I think genuinely the thing that didn't really go in our favour there is the fact that we was item number 7 and 8. It's very, very early in the auction and a lot of people do wait till the auction calms down. You've seen me do it. You can nick a real bargain at the end. So people don't tend to really watch it unless they want that particular car right at the beginning. So we would have liked it to have gone through about 1, 2 o'clock, but it is what it is. They're both got, the Mini hasn't gone. It did have a reserve on it of £1,000, and Chris said we was meant to sell it without a reserve. So the guy's either going to accept the minimum bid of £1,000 or it go through a rerun. But the little Golf's gone. We got our bit of money back to go again with something else. And we've had a little bit of time to do you a nice extra Sunday video. So if you did enjoy it, as usual, please do give us a thumbs up. Drop your comment in the comment section. I'll be there to answer. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you tomorrow in the next one.